What's up, guys and gals? Welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're going to be checking out Hell Architect, the prologue that they've released. This is a game that's a little bit like Oxygen Not Included. It's a game where you're going to be building your own personal hell. That hell is going to be full of tortures. It's going to be full of themes. Different people are going to come to hell who have committed different sins, and you're going to have to torture them to get hell energy. Based on whatever their sin was. So if they were like a glutton, you know what I mean? You're going to punish them with gluttony. If they were kind of like a murderer, you're going to do all kinds of stuff to them. So anyways, let's dive on in. We'll check the game out and see if it's something you wanted to add to your wish list or otherwise pass on. Yeah, Beelzebub wants a statue of himself built? Sure, why not, dude? Select the difficulty, heaven, hell, or infierno. Okay, we'll go with hell. Here we go. Down and on. There goes our little sinners right there. Welcome to hell.
I see we have our new trainee. Okay, rookie. Let's get to work.
Okay, I like how he's got a gold placard on there that says Beelzebub rules. All right.
Sinners keep coming, so we have to keep building. The suffering must flow. There are rumors that you'll have a chance to prove yourself with a big new project. But let's start you off with something a little less ambitious. Gather the resources and build an Iron Maiden. Meanwhile, I'll get the deets from Lilith on what you need to do next.
Hail, Master. I'm Bob.
Hi, Bob.
Your assistant imp, here to help you in your hellish endeavors.
What happened to your head? Why do you have a Band-Aid, Bob? Or is that like a style Band-Aid right there? You're kind of like Nelly, you know, going down, down, baby, out in the rain to the street, sweet my baby, man, in a better girl. Okay, I don't know, dude. Yeah, let's dig some stuff. Oh yeah, look at that, dude. Why does one of my sinners have like a little hoodie? What's up with him? Like, why is he like the gatekeeper or something? It doesn't look like he's working. Maybe he's kind of like our own Saint Peter. I don't know. Which guy waits at the gates of hell to be like, hey, this is our place. Check this out. This over here is the mini bar. This over here is where we keep the refreshments. This over here is where we keep the only remote to the only TV in hell. Spoiler alert, there's like 80 billion of us down here. So your chances of watching some Rachel Ray are a little bit limited. Oh, no, he is working. Well, what is he then? Oh, it's Nero. He's a named guy. Okay. I had heard about that there was like named characters that would come down here. I feel like there's an opportunity here for the developers to really get themselves into trouble with some of like the most evil people that have ever existed on Earth. But like, I'm not gonna go into it. All right, so we gotta get some resources out here. I've cleared out this little area. I think I'm actually gonna try to clear out like the whole thing. So we'll just kind of like put them on that. And like, do these guys have little needs and stuff? Oh, they do. They have hunger, they have thirst, they have sleep, they have toilet. You still gotta poop in hell? See, I figured they would take pooping away from you in hell. Like, you would just feel like you're constipated all the time. Like, with no relief in sight. Like, that just seems like a really, really obvious psychological torture, is that you always just kind of have that feeling that you have, like, you know when you go to, like, Hometown Buffet and you have, like, one too many fried chicken legs and you're just like, oh, God, I can't wait to unburden myself later. Like, I figured they would just make you feel like that forever, for, like, all of eternity. Honestly, like, Satan should hit me up, dude. I feel like I'd be a really good hell planner. Like, I feel like I've got a solid taste for, like, irony and sort of, like, tongue-in-cheek punishments. I think I could do it. So we got to gain some resources to build an Iron Maiden. All right, is it a torture? It is indeed a torture. So we need 14 metal and we need 24 coal. Do we have that right now? We do indeed seem to have that. All right, let's build one. There's our Iron Maiden, all nice and stamped out. Yeah, break out that little hammer, right? We provide them with hammers, dude? I'd figure in hell they'd make you drive all the nails with like your forehead or something.
I'm Lilith, mother of demons, and head of Hell's HR department. You can address me as your unholy highness.
I was going to ask why hell needs an HR department, but honestly, the HR department is hell at every place that I've ever worked at. So I feel like kind of like a satirical way, it actually sort of makes sense that hell would have an HR department.
Our evil lord Beelzebub wants us to build a monument to his wonderful wickedness. So get cracking.
I mean, we need 300 suffering in order to make that thing? All right. I don't have any suffering for right now. Can we assign somebody to this? We can indeed. So it looks like we've got Eve. Do we have any? So like she likes, let's see here. We get special bonuses for blood torture. Okay. This guy over here, we get blood and fire torture. This guy, we get blood torture. And then this dude over here, we get small spaces. So we get a bonus for claustrophobia. Nero doesn't seem like a very nice guy. So I guess we'll, oh my God. All right, apparently we are generating suffering now. Sounds good. Is there anything else that I can sort of like build? So we've got like ladders, we've got floors, we've got a flesh farm over here, but we need more metal in order to make that. It makes stale meat. Whatever's being cooked in it may smell like a stale corpse, but it will give tired sinners a decent dose of calories to keep working. And then it's not very elegant, but we got to feed them out of the trough. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and we need to gather some more metals and things. And so I would say let's just dig this down. Yeah, say deep, deep, say down, down, dig deep down into hell, yeah. We got to repurpose old Bible songs in order to make this all more meaningful. There we go. You guys knock that out and get that done real quick. I believe in all of you. You're all fantastic workers, and you've all done a great job, and I have no complaints about your performance thus far. I mean, at a certain level, I feel like you've lost a lot of your leverage once somebody's already in hell. Like, consider for a moment, you'd be like, what are you going to do? Send me to hell? You know what I mean? Like, I'm already here. What are you going to do? Torture me? That's called Wednesday here. Like, I feel like hell has a big problem with leverage. That's all that I'm saying. All right, let's put in some ladders so that they can get on out of here. Perfect. And then maybe I'll dig out this way, too, to go grab those other goodies. Yeah, let's do that. I've got 42 metal now. So I think it might be a good idea to get our food production going. So we've got the meat farm. So we've got delicious stale meat is produced over here. All right, we'll put you right there. And after the delicious stale meat, we need the cauldron. So we'll put the cauldron in right there for efficiency purposes. And then we also need a trough in order to feed people from. So there we go. So we've got all three of those. I assume somebody's going to come over here and just like bang that out in the requisite amount of time that I expect. Wow, you've been in there for a while. Are you okay? Like, you've been in there for like a minute. Like, are you all good? I mean, meter's definitely going down. It looks like, so over here, we get 5 meat per cycle. Wait, hold on. Is that? Oh, that's duct taped over the front. Gotcha. And we can upgrade it, too, with 50 suffering, 10 coal, and 10 metal. Yeah, do it. Make that place more efficient, dude. We all good down here? It looks like we need to assign someone to give food. And there's no resources over here. So we take dirt, and we convert dirt into meat. Oh, it produces it on its own. It doesn't need anybody else to work there. Okay, so we'll send somebody over to the cauldron then to get things stirring, and I assume he'll drop that off over and into there, and then I would guess that they'll just eat out of the trough when they need to eat out of the trough? I don't know. Let's carry this on over this way. I'm going to knock out this layer so we've got some more building space. I may need to put in some floor platforms in order to fill in this spot once we grab those resources, but for now, I feel okay. So we've got 10 food, 15 food. Very nice. Okay. Is anybody else doing anything important over here? Oh, no, they're still digging on this side. All right. I do like the graphical stylings. I think it looks pretty good, actually. Like, it's got sort of like a smoothness and like a Saturday morning cartoon thing going on that I think works. Depth of content, I think, is going to be one of those things. Like, I don't know how many things there are to do inside of here, but definitely going to have to figure that out as we go. But the good news is we've got like another 15 minutes of playing the game, 20 minutes of playing the game. So I've got a feeling we're going to get to a lot of it. We've got enough suffering over here that it seems to be okay. We've got lots and lots of food coming out. So I think upgrading this right at like the opening salvo was a really good idea. Knock that out right there. And then the last thing I want you guys to do is to dig this section out right here. And then what I'll do once we get there is we will take ladders and we will build them as necessary. Perfect. I just, you're already in hell. I don't want to make this worse by, adding hellish logistics to the whole thing, too, and turning everything into a headache. We need to be all about efficiency out here. Oh, they swapped off. Apparently she's done with being tortured for right now. That's precisely enough torture for me. All right? I can handle exactly 7 units of torture per day. Anything after that, it's just egregious. I need to talk to the manager. All right, couple more ladders right there so everybody can get out. And then we'll dig this over here. And then I would suggest that maybe we put in some flooring, possibly. Yeah, that looks okay. Perfect. All right, so we've got our platform in right there. Continue digging that on down to the end. And we need to satisfy water now. So we've got a latrine. The wooden seat is not very comfortable, but let's be honest, it's not about comfort around here. We've also got a simple mechanism to squeeze water from poo. And then we've got a metal bucket that they can drink from. Okay, let's put in a turlet then, I guess. We'll put this like all the way down at the end because this doesn't need to be like anywhere near everything else. And then to complete the circuit, we'll get the water squeezinator right there. And then after we have the squeezinator, we'll go ahead and we will get the bucket. There's a hole in the bucket, dear Satan, dear Satan. Yeah, Nero, you build that latrine, brother. You've earned latrine duty. He's over here still cooking away, man. We got food for days. We got mad food out here. So there's no resources going into there. But, like, honestly, that makes sense. Does anybody have to poo? She has to poo. So we get to see firsthand what this looks like. Can we upgrade the poopinator? So it takes 20 dirt, 20 coal, and 50 suffering? Yeah, let's upgrade the poopinator. I do like that the graphic updates, too, when you, like, upgrade stuff. I'd like to dig all this out so that we can actually make this thing, but I don't know. Probably dig some more resources over here, too. There we go. Let's dig them down on this side. I'll put in floors where necessary, but... Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Wait, there's an atom bomb right there? Atom bomb, baby, it's an atom bomb. I want her in my wigwam. She's just the way I want her to be. 1,000,000 times hotter than TNT. Boom, ba-da-da-doop. Ba-da-da, doop, ba-da-da, doop, ba-da-da. I assume that at some point someone will come over here and handle this. Luckily, our water levels seem to be okay on just about everybody, so I don't think it immediately needs to be resolved. I don't like how our first sinner in hell, his name is Matthew. That's my name. That makes me feel a little bit nervous about this whole experience. How much food do they eat? A lot. The answer to that question is a ton of food. That's the answer you're looking for right there. They eat a ton of food. All right, we'll continue squeezing the water out of dookies, I guess. And then we'll try to keep people all nice and squared away. We got oh look, we're making our own supply right here. Don't you love to see it? We're all out of fecal matter, boss. Well, you better get over there and squeeze out some more. You better squinch it, brother. Okay, so they eat a lot of food. That's all you really need to be aware of. We should probably upgrade this one more time. Yeah, let's upgrade it one more time just to make sure that it's spitting out like lots and lots of ingredients for torture. 15 dirty water right there. Oh, he's going to the bathroom too. Nice. Okay, so I just want to make sure we have all the bare basic stuff that is like required in order to make this all function. It says we get a new center in like 3 or 4 minutes. So that's fine as well. They've almost got some more resources out down there, which is good because we need more coal. That's going to be, I think, something that Acquisitions is going to want to be on top of about as soon as possible. And we'll go build right there. Okay. Did Nero have rockin' sideburns like that? Is like a historical verified fact that Nero was known for rocking the mutton chops? If so, that's actually pretty rad. Abel, how you doing? Oh, look at that, dude. He's definitely able to eat food. His sin was envy. What was your sin? Your sin was also envy. So there's Michael, there's Abel, there's Nero. I'm actually kind of interested. I want to see like more. I think it's a really, really cool idea to incorporate historical figures into this game. Like, I think that's a really, really rad idea. Like I said, there's a propensity that it might backfire and you might end up in like an article somewhere. But at the same time, I actually kind of dig that like Nero is here, for example. It'd be kind of funny if like Stalin showed up or, you know, whoever else. Okay, lots and lots of metal to be played around with. We could generate some more suffering pretty easily. I think if we build some more tortures. What tortures do I have? So I have burning oil over here. I have a furnace. I have a freezer, and then I have the dentist. Okay. Well, I don't have a lot of coal left for right now, so I actually kind of want to stay on top of that. Let's go ahead and I'm going to queue up all these jobs, and we'll come back once it's all done, I think. Oh, we got a new sinner. It's Madeline, and apparently her sin was lust. Okay, and she doesn't like the cold. So, like, she'd be a good candidate to put, like, in the icebox, basically. I suppose at a certain point I could just, like, dig this back up, but I don't know. Why do you have, like, a glow about you now? Oh, it's because Nero is behind you. I thought that he got, like, new things. Actually, that'd kind of be a cool mechanic, too, now that I think about it, is, like, the different tortures you use on different people. Like, they get different hats, or they get, like, different shirts that they wear. Like, they'd still be Winnie the Pooh in it. Like, they'd have nothing from the waist down. But, like, it'd be funny if, you put somebody through a lot of blood torture. They get a shirt that, like, has a bunch of blood splats on it, or it says, like, I survived Blood Fest 2021, you know what I mean? Like, something like that. Like, little things that unlock on your characters as they've been in here longer and longer. Or if somebody produces, like, a certain amount of food, they get a little shirt that says Employee of the Month or something like that. Like, I don't know, dude. I'm just kind of, like, thinking outside the box here. Players tend to like things like that, things that are sort of, like, contextual and happen, like, as you play the game. Looks like we're suffering on water a little bit. So we have no excrement left, but we do have a lot of meat, so that's probably good. How thirsty are you? Pretty thirsty. Might be a good idea to add an extra bucket or something, maybe. Like, that way we can have multiple people eating from the same spot, because, like, the trough has, like, 2 people that can eat out of it, whereas the bucket doth not. So maybe we build another bucket. It's not like we don't have the extra resources anyways. I'd say maybe we dig a tunnel down this way, and we get down to this level so that we can actually work on the statue. Yeah, let's do it. If they end up falling to their doom, like, oh well, dude, what's the worst that can happen? They're already dead. You know what I mean? It's not like they're gonna die again. Oh, they're getting sleepy. I completely forgot about sleep as a need. See, I'm an insomniac, so for me, sleep is hell, so that actually makes a lot of sense. We'll go ahead and knock that out right there. I don't sleep much. Never been a big sleeper. I maybe get like 5 or 6 a night. It's not that I can't fall asleep, so like I'm not like other like insomniacs. Like, so a lot of people that like don't like that have like sleep problems, they just like don't sleep at night. Like they can't get to sleep. I don't have that issue. I'm just like a crazy light sleeper. And being like a really light sleeper, everything wakes me up. So like if I wake up less than like, 2 to 3 times a night, it's pretty rare. We'll put the beds over here. Yeah, we'll give them the good beds this time around. How about that? There we go. We're gonna have to track down some more coal, but we just opened up access to like a new seam over here anyways, and so like it'll probably be fine. Oh, their sanity falls off pretty hard if they don't have their meters filled up. Okay. If they go insane, do they die? Like, what happens to them when that runs out? There we go. All you guys, let's see what the animation looks like from when they get into bed. Okay. A little bit of butt scratching in there. I feel it. Sometimes you gotta scratch that butt in your sleep. You know what I mean? Sometimes the butt gotta get scratched. And we'll take this down to right there. And then we're gonna run like a little shaft off this way. And then a little shaft off that way. I'll probably try to find a way to clear all this dirt out over here. But for right now, I feel like we're doing okay. Smelly Gloop coming on in. We've got the water. People are all rested up, so that it looks like their sanity has increased again. I'm a little bit worried they're going to end up unable to fulfill their needs because everything's going to be so tanked. Like, it seems like it takes them a long time to fill up their meters. So if you're playing something like RimWorld, they go over and they eat the MRE and they're just like, boop, and their stomach fills back up, and they do it very, very quickly. Whereas this game, it seems like they kind of got to be on the node, and they've got to, like, channel for a while to really make it work. Luckily, with the 2 dirty waters right there, I think we'll be okay. Maybe. They are drinking an awful lot of water, though. But then again, I think drinking water and also eating food makes their bladder fill up. So it should be like, if this is tuned the way it needs to be tuned, this should be like a self-perpetuating system, where like the inputs and the outputs should all kind of be sort of one for one with each other. Like, I would assume that that's probably like one of the first things they sort out. Yeah, it looks like their sanity is just a balance of whatever their meters are currently at. Like, it's like a running average is what it looks like to me. I probably gave them too many mining jobs. I probably need somebody to go back and squeeze some turds. Yeah, we've got like 85 turds that haven't been processed yet. I think we definitely need to bring our turd game up, dude. What's up, new guy? How you doing? I do find the arrival of like a new character to be kind of underwhelming. One thing that I would do is I would make this back wall behind the door is I would make it a glass corridor, and when a new guy arrives, you see them falling, and he's got like flame all around him like he's breaking through the atmosphere, and you hear him be like, and then it makes like a thud when he hits the ground, and then there's like a bell on top of this, and it goes gong when somebody arrives. Like, that's what I would do with it. So that, like, you're instantly aware via sound context when you've got a new guy that's arrived. Let's see here. We'll go and we'll build some ladders right there, just so people can get out of this little area, because as of right now, I think they're stuck. It does look like they prioritize life-saving things, like the stuff that gets them out of a trapped corner first. You'll notice that those guys dropped what they were doing almost instantly, and they went and they built the way out of here. I think that's probably really, really good. Yeah, squeeze off some more water for sure. Do I need to build a platform right here? It looks like she's kind of stuck. Maybe I do. Oh, that guy fell down in. Oh no, dude. Don't do that. Okay, let's build. Oh, I guess they can't hop single units. Might want to add that too. Like, I think the ability to jump maybe 2 spaces will clear up a lot of the logistical hazards that exist inside the game. But we'll just put another ladder right here. It looks like they can't jump up and they can't jump down. It's not that big of a deal because they don't need to go get things from like a central stockpile in order to do their jobs. They just build like in place. But that being said, the ability to do little hops and jump around a little bit would probably be helpful. We got a little bit of suffering left. Can the beds be upgraded? Oh, they can. The beds can also be upgraded. All right, well, let's add some more tortures then. We've got blood covered, so maybe our next torture will be fire. Oh, I need 20 coal for the fire. Okay, I can do that. Let's go find some coal. Wow, this goes down pretty deep. Okay. Is there any, like, coal around? There's a lot of coal out that way. I would argue that maybe our most efficient way to get after this is to go up like right there, and then we start digging like right here. We go up by those 2 and then over, and we just kind of dig around until we get all this coal, because I think we're like stuck in place until we have a little bit more. The good news is we have loads and loads and loads of stuff for restoring all of our sanity and whatnot, so that's good. When I did a test play of this game, I had a real problem keeping myself in stock of everything, but that's because I didn't notice that the nodes themselves could be upgraded, and so I was like at less efficiency basically. Alright, so let's dig that over to here. And then I would like to dig all the way up to there. And then we'll add some ladders. I would like it if you could place ladders on the dirt tile, and they would automatically mine it and then add a ladder. I think you can do that in Oxygen Not Included, and that's one of those quality of life things that I think speeds the game up a little bit. Anything that saves you clicks to get the same job done is something that I'm kind of like a fan of. I was gonna say, I don't know if you guys want to grab that coal real fast. We could definitely use some more coal. There we go. We got a little bit of coal now. I think we can put in a new torture chamber. So let's go with the boiling oil bath. Yeah. If you can get all that coal for me, I definitely would not be against it. So this right here is with the fire trait. All right, so we get 2 per cycle. Oh, it looks like we can upgrade these too. Cool. I don't know how much more effective that just made it, but, you know, it looks way cooler now because it's got gold spikes, and it's got, like, what are those little things right there? It's got, like, little fire orbs sitting around. What do they have for decorations? I'm curious about that. So there's a pillar of skulls. There's shelves, torches, a chandelier, a skull pile. Okay. Like, what I'd like to see, really, is, like, the construction of sort of rooms, I guess. So, like, in RimWorld, you've got the designation of areas like zones and, like, access points. In Oxygen Not Included, you basically have different decorations and stuff that go in different rooms to increase the efficiency of those things. I think that that would be a really good place to start, too, since they've already subdivided all of the tortures out by, like, blood, fire, claustrophobia, all that kind of stuff. Oh, we need more bathrooms. Hold on. Let's get another bathroom over here. There we go. If somebody's got to go to the bathroom, I don't want to waste the outputs. And we have gotten, like, way more people. Like, we've got 2 or 3 more people now, so. What does that say? George was here. All right. Fair enough. Do I have enough to upgrade it? I don't have any coal. Okay. Let's go find some coal then. It looks like there's a big seam over here. So we're just going to tell them to dig all the way down, and we're going to grab everything we possibly can from this side. But this is Hell Architect. I hope you guys liked it. As I was saying, since they've already got things subdivided into blood, claustrophobia, freezing, fire, one thing that I think would be really, really cool is the ability to put in different floor tiles. Basically have an ambience rating on each one of these. So like you have the Iron Maiden, right? And there'd be like a little meter over here that would fill up that would make it more effective on top of the upgrades based on its surrounding room. So like the floor would be covered in spikes when you come on into here, or it would be covered in grates that like soak up the blood. And then like the background decorations would all be things like meat cleavers and knives and pointy objects. For the fire room, you know, there would be hot coals on the floor, and it would get bonuses for having torches around, and it would have bonuses for there being kind of like hearths and furnaces and grills and all that kind of stuff inside the general area. And when you click on these, it would have like a little basically radius around it so that you know where the placement area is for all of the stuff. Other things that I'd like to see is the ability to take one of these and move it somewhere else, so like another button that says basically to reinstall it at another location. On top of that, like bonuses for enclosing off rooms and whatnot. Like there's a lot of room for growth here, I think, with this prologue, and I've got a lot of ideas about how they could make this like a really actually cool game. So my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what's worthwhile in the world of indie games every single day so you don't have to. Today up on the chopping block, we had Hell Architect. Tomorrow it will likely be something else. I'll see you then, and we will continue our indie game journey. Bye, everybody.